Hey friends, I'm wondering, do you have a giving back element to your business? If you don't, or if you want to do it better, then you need to watch this video. Because you probably didn't know that 87% of consumers will switch from one brand to another if that alternative brand gives back to a good cause. And 93% of Americans, they want their employer to give them opportunities to become involved in social issues. Pretty strong statistics, aren't those? Yeah, that's why we're going to talk about this today. And I have had several people come to me lately who are either adding this giving back element into their business, or they're starting a new business where they're adding this component to it. And when they come to me, they're thinking about maybe this much of that. They have maybe a slight idea. So watch this video and write down these ideas so that you think through this big picture to make you more successful. Today I'm going to give you 4 tips to do that. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you some branded items, marketing, promotional items, swag, whatever you like to call those items, but that's the vehicle that can help you become more successful. So make sure you watch till the end so you get ideas for that too. My name is Shauna Anderson Newt. I am the president of Spitfire Advertising, and we help our clients stand out, build deeper relationships with their target audience, and they reach their goals. We primarily use promotional products as the vehicle to make that happen, but we have other tools in our toolbox we use too. So let's get into it. Did you know that there are 4 main things that I believe that you should be looking at, focusing on when you're creating this giving back strategy for your business? So number 1, who is your target audience? Who are they? What matters to them? We know that millennials, that younger generation, it's very important to them, and they strongly support businesses that give back. So if that is your target audience and you know that, you got to figure out what's important to them. How are you going to create this portion of your business, or maybe it's a program you're doing that really draws them in? Number 2, what are you going to name your business, your program? And how are you tying that into your mission, what you're doing with that? Recently, I went to this women's leadership conference, and there was a gal there that spoke. Her name was Jess Ekstrom. She is the founder of Headbands of Hope, perfectly tying into her company name with her mission. So every headband that they sell, they donate one to a child who has cancer to give them hope. Is that beautiful? So think about how you're tying that in together for your business. Okay, tip number 3 is, how are you going to promote that to your target audience? How are you going to get them engaged? You know, if you're promoting it to your clients, you're going to be promoting it differently than you are if you're doing it to your team, to your employees. So think about how you're going to be promoting this. And tip number 4 is, how are you going to build that community around that's going to get engaged with your mission, that's going to help them reach their goals while they're helping you reach yours? What does that look like? You can have products that you're having them vote on, because remember, when people are helping you create something, they're going to help you grow that. They feel like they're involved. They almost feel like it's their baby too. So you can have them vote on products or services or activities. You can do challenges. You can do contests. Think about how you're getting them engaged. What activities are you going to be doing for that? And how are you going to be rewarding them along the way, right? For taking that desired action you want. What rewards can you do that they're going to be excited about? Now, let's get into the fun part. And let's talk about some different items that you can do to help you with this mission, to help you be successful. Okay, so first, when you are marketing to your target audience, you want to do something that stands out, something that gets them engaged. So putting a marketing piece in front of them and having something attached to it that stays behind. The beauty of promotional products, because it always is reminding them about you and what you're doing. You can do a marketing card like this, and then attach a little mascot to it. So hey, you want to be a fundraising ninja? You can do something fun like that with this. Send this out. You can also send out the same marketing piece, and let's say you're going to be doing some events like runs or walks, or something that's physical. Maybe it's getting them to go to the gym and achieve a marathon or something like that. Well, if you take the same marketing card we know that right now the feet are hot, like these, create your own sneakers, socks. Socks are huge. Socks are huge. Socks are huge right now. Do you understand that? These are some cool ones you can use for your business. And speaking of feet, you can also do shoelaces. So you take those shoelaces, you wrap them around here, you mail this out, or you give it out to participants if you're doing a booth or you're doing a table at an event, and you promote what you're doing. That's going to help you get more eyeballs and more engagement into this giving back element. Got it? You also can do water bottles. Okay? If they're out doing outdoor events, and if they're not, people use water bottles every day. So this is a great way to do. This swell style water bottle is very, very popular, and you can do a cool imprint like that. You can do something that's like an inspiring message. If you do a water bottle like this one's great because it has the clip on top, which helps put it to a backpack or whatever they're using. It's easy to hold, easy to handle. That's another cool one that you can do. Definitely suggest doing one that has that hot, cold, vacuum insulated element to it so that their water stays cold longer, especially being out in the elements. Talking about being cool. A cooling towel. You may or may not have seen these, but basically it's a towel, you add water, you snap it usually, and it cools down the water really fast. So I have done the breast cancer walk, the Avon Walk for breast cancer, to fight it, to end this horrible disease. And I know most of you have probably either been touched by it or know somebody who has. But I've been out to San Francisco for 6 years in a row, did the walk, and I can tell you it's not easy. And a cooling towel would be amazing. Amazing. It's a 2-day walk where you walk 39.3 miles in a weekend. That's why I have the hat, right? So you actually walk a lot more than that, but that's what the route is. And of course, all the training miles before it. So I want you to think about what you can be doing for your program, for your giving back element that's going to be advertising it out to the public when the person that your target audience, your fans, are out there doing these activities. What could they be wearing or showing of your brand that will help promote your message? Okay, so let's talk about the hat. Since I just pointed to that, this hat. I got this hat from fundraising a certain dollar amount that was above and beyond what I was required to do. So the Avon Walk for breast cancer was $1,800 every year. You have to raise $1,800 to walk 40 miles. Like, I'm already walking 40 miles, but now I'm gonna have to raise $1,800. Helps them totally get the mission. But they also give incentives along the way. If you fundraise a certain amount by a certain point, then you get prizes, rewards, always branded items. And number 2 is if you over fundraise, or I guess it's not really over fundraising, but if you fundraise more than the required amount, they had different levels that you would get different rewards. So this is one of the rewards for one of the levels. Now, it's from Reebok, has the Reebok branding there, has this on there. Notice, so this would be your branding, whatever your company is here, and then you would do the names of the events here, right? So you're really promoting it. Technology items. Okay, when you're walking that far, or if they're doing runs, I'm kind of focusing on the breast cancer because I'm such an expert on long distance, kind of marathon style events. So if you're doing something like this, these are just some great things that are for it. A power bank. And no, not the little one that only charges your phone one time. When you're going out and you're doing these activities to raise money for a cause, you need something that's hefty. You need something that's going to give you more juice and keeps charging your phone over and over and over, because there is no power source when you're just walking out through, San Francisco. You need a power bank. And that's a great place to put your branding. Also, the back of the phone to do a pop socket. You guys know what the pop socket is? It's a little round thing you see on the back of the phone that pops in and out, that you can hold it so you can do your selfies. Because usually when you're out there taking pictures, you're taking pictures more than just you. So you're trying to get people behind you in the picture as well. So it makes it really easy when you're holding the phone like that. So that is another one that's key for you. And the back of the phone is such a great place for your marketing. Everybody sees it. Everybody has their phone. Somebody sitting at the at a dinner table or at a meeting, their phone is flipped with it face down, and you can see the back of the phone. So put your branding there, put your program there, put your message there. And it doesn't necessarily, and I would suggest not always just doing your logo, but adding some inspirational messages. Okay, another tech item is this lens kit. When you're out there and you're walking and you're trying to get a shot that your phone can't get and you need to get maybe some more background. So this lens kit has different lenses that you can clip to it and take pictures, and it has the carabiner to it so it can clip to whatever you're wearing. And that just doesn't have to be for long distance, you know, marathons or long runs or the long walk that I do. It could be for any time that you want them to take pictures at the event, give them that too. Apparel. Many different kinds of apparel. I'm showing you this one. This is one that I got from one of the walks I did. So it says no boundaries. And then see the logo is here for Reebok underneath of it. Yeah. So inspirational message and then that underneath. Now the back of it, I don't know, says what the event is. So that says it's the 40-mile breast cancer walk. Okay. Now, if it's a shorter walk, for me anyways, this is how I like. If it's a shorter walk, then I'm gonna do an item like this, where it's basically like kind of a fanny pack, goes on your back, and then this holds your water bottle in here, because you don't want to hold your water bottle that long. You wanna be able to grab it and go. So this just behind you, you grab it and go. Of course, it has the branding on it. So this says Reebok here, and then this is the name of the event there. And here is my trusty backpack. Okay, when you're doing an event that's a longer event, you don't want one of the drawstring backpacks that are like really thin. It digs into your skin. So to do a backpack like this that has some cushion, your branding would be right here, making it beautiful, and everybody sees this. There's like, you know, a few thousand people who do the breast cancer walk that I do, that I did, and then here is the logo, right? You put your logo here, but you're walking, people see it, you can put an inspirational message, but this gets you more exposure. Notice also what I have on my backpack, very popular, pins. They have different sayings, like, so this is one of the, with my team, so I was on team KRTY, 95.3, it's a radio station in the Bay Area. And then every year we got a pin with our names on it. So this is actually my 2014 pin. So I got one all 6 years. And I'm saying it this in the past tense because they stopped doing this walk last year. So unfortunately it's not around anymore, but these are all great ideas. So, you know, some of the fun ones is this pin says, "Save my weapons of mass distractions." And it has a picture of the bra with the breast cancer ribbon. And then this one says, "Cancer taught me you can't wait for the storm to pass. Faith taught me how to dance in the rain." So there's some really good ones there. And of course, my son-in-law who passed away a few years ago, he's always with me. And then this is one of the guys in our team. His wife passed from breast cancer, so we all wore ribbons for her. Okay, sunglasses are also a really good thing to wear. Everybody, when they're out there in the elements, they need those sunglasses, so that would be something else that we can brand. That would be great for you to give out for the causes. I think that's it, but if you noticed, we talked about inspirational messages, not just logos. When I was showing you the branded things that I've gotten through the breast cancer walk, you see that it's not just a logo, it is more than that. It has the name of the event, it has the inspirational message, but always the logos along with it, but it's not necessarily the prominent feature of that. So I hope this has inspired you today. So let's recap really quick. So 4 things I need you to think about when you're putting this giving back element into your business. Your target audience, who is that? How you're engaging with them? What are you going to name your business, your program that's going to tie in with your mission? Number 3 is, how are you going to promote that? How are you going to promote that? How are you going to get how are you going to get them engaged, right? And number 4 is how are you going to get that community around what you're doing so that they want to be a part of it, so that they become the voice for your business. They become influencers for your business, for your programs, whether that's clients or team members, your employees. Who is that? And you got to think through these things so that you can help them reach their goals while they're helping you reach yours. That's part of this giving back. It's powerful. Showed you several different items that we can do for branded products for you. So reach out to me and let me know. What are you working on? Are you adding this giving back? Do you already have a program? Do you need to take this program to the next level? Where are you getting stuck? Where are your pains? And I'll help you figure out how to get from where you are. We'll build that bridge to get to where you want to go. Just reach out to me. All you got to do is ask. So my name is Shauna Anderson Newton, the president of Spitfire Advertising. You can email me at Shauna, S-H-A-N-A, at spitfireadvertising.com. Again, Shauna, S-H-A-N-A, I know it's kind of spelled weird, at spitfireadvertising.com. And if you don't do anything else after you watch this video, do me one favor. Remember to smile, because happy looks good on you.